Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream today. Thank you all for being here. So what we got going on today is Underdog just dropped the Pomeranian. We're going to be doing that first to warm up for the best ball. And then right now we're also going to start talking about how to win Best Ball Mania. I've never won. This is all just me looking at this tool I have and seeing what I get S tier with and A tier with, and a lot of it is the players you draft, but you could also increase your chances with the structure that you have. So I'm going to go with Jackson Smith and Jigba here, unless RAC takes him right here, but he does. I'm going to go Monroe St. Brown. I've taken him a lot in these drafts, but I prefer him over the other running backs that we have here, which is usually Jonathan Taylor and Christian McCaffrey. So I'm going to go Monroe. So let's talk about the structure, okay? Let me go here. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up. Okay. So we got time. Where are we going? Okay. So we go down here to advancement. This is going to show you my highest advancement teams, okay? So what I found is the best structure for advancement is 3 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 3 tight ends. This one doesn't say, but it's 3 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 3 tight ends. All of these, you go all the way down to, let's go to like B tier. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. So this is our first build right here with 2 tight ends, with Loveland and Ferguson. Maybe I just suck at building out elite tight end. Or 3 tight ends is the move. And I am not going to be taking... I don't want to fade Brock Bowers and Trey McBride. I think that's a terrible thing to do. But I'm not going to force them anymore because I've taken a decent amount of them. If we get Derrick Henry here, I'm taking Derrick Henry. Come on, Breeze. You don't want Derrick Henry. You got Kenneth Walker staring you in the face. Kenneth Walker staring you in the face. You don't want D. Henry. You don't want him. Okay, good. Take Kenneth Walker. I'll take the 50-year-old running back who just produces when Lamar's healthy. Rafael Berber, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. It says we're in the same draft. Oh, your pick 11 right here. You went Jay Jettas and Drake London. Gonna be pretty unique. Because Drake London goes mid-second usually. And then Justin Jefferson goes towards the end. So let's talk about the Pomeranian first, since we're in this draft. And then in the next draft, we're going to get into a Best Ball Mania. So let's talk about this draft. So if you look at the top right here, 4 of the 12 teams here will move on. Normally it's 2. So we have double the chance now to move on. Then it goes 2 of 10, 1 of 8, and a 910-seat final. That's insane. That is insane. If we look at Best Ball Mania, that's a 667-seat final, and the Pomeranian is a third more. What we're going to want to do here is we're going to try to sneak some higher upside teams through that you wouldn't be able to do in Best Ball Mania because only 2 of 12 go through. So we are shooting for upside here only. You can sneak more teams through with the 4 of 12, and you're going to need upside because you're not going to win with a high floor, no ceiling in this tournament. 910 other people is what you're going to go up against in the finals, which is insane. Okay. My next highest player is Kyron. I already have a running back. I'm going to go Kyron and get one of these receivers on the way back. Let's do that. Okay. The other thing about good advancement rate is I'm not going to be fading the elite tight ends. I'm not going to be forcing them, though. But in the first 8 rounds, what I've noticed does well after I make... Ooh, okay. What I've noticed does well, if we go back to this, is I take at least 2 running backs and 4 receivers through the first 8 rounds. So 4-2. This one's about a 9 barely, so 3-2. 4-2, or actually 4-3. 4-3. So what I'm looking to do here is take at least 4 receivers and 2 running backs through the first 8 rounds, along with not forcing the elite tight ends, so that way I can get good value on my receivers and running backs in the first 8 rounds. Because if you don't, you're going to be playing a lot of catch-up, and I haven't been able to do that through the historical data. What's up, First Down Fantasy? Appreciate you being here as always. First Down says, there's a dude in my pit bull, Dale, right now that has 8 wide receivers through 9 rounds. Hey, good luck to them. I wouldn't do that, but if they're getting massive value, good luck to them. And good luck to you getting some wide receivers if that guy's taking all of them. Okay, I'm not going Javonte here. I'm going Luther Burden or Mike Evans. I already have 2 running backs. I have to play catch-up at receiver, and most likely I'm not going to take another running back through the first 8 rounds, unless maybe it's round 8. Are you doing any of these first down, the Pomeranian ones? I was waiting for a cheaper draft to drop, just because I'm not rich, so I can continue to stream almost every day like I do. And when I saw this, I got so excited. Because I was going to have to do the Dash Hun that I haven't maxed yet that nobody plays, or the $20 Pitbull. But we will be getting into a best ball here after this. It says you'll probably max it. Yeah, if it doesn't fill, I'm going to be doing these basically every day, just because it's the cheapest option to do a bunch of them. So I probably will max it, depending on how quickly it fills. Okay. So while you guys are here, I'm probably going to talk about this a couple times through the stream today. But we have some cool ideas coming up. I think they're cool, but let's see what you guys think. So this first one right here is on Saturday. This we're going to be doing every Saturday. May have a little bit of a fun time on Saturdays. Maybe silly Saturdays. Who knows? But we're going to be doing that. And then on Wednesdays, we're going to be doing a little bit of a wheel action. Wheel Wednesdays, where the wheel decides my team, and I'll go into more detail on Wednesday. I don't want to give too much information away about how we're going to do it, but it's pretty straightforward. We're going to do a wheel. You First Down says last Pitbull right now, and then Poms. Got it. We're going to be doing a Pomeranian, a BBM, and then a Pomeranian again. So hopefully if you wanted to, you can get in the third one with us. All right, I'm for sure going another receiver right here. Never mind, that guy went. My next pick after this is not for like 11 picks. So there's no way that I can skip out on receiver here. I'll be going Christian Watson or Romeo Dobbs. Or excuse me, or Romo Dunze. Just because I need another receiver. I can't miss out on one. And then okay, wait. We'll go Christian Watson here. Actually, we're going Romo Dunze because we need to shoot for high upside. We need high upside here. If we're going to have any chance in this finals with 909 other people besides us, we're going to need high upside. And then if you look at the top right, you could see this. If we can reach 1,000 subscribers before September 1st, I know that's a super ambitious goal. I know I'm just starting and it's barely my 3rd week, but why not? Why not shoot for the moon? What's the worst that can happen, right? So if we get 1,000 subs before September 1st, and assuming the big dog hasn't closed yet, we're going to do a $500 big dog draft. All right. So we're 8 picks away. I know Rafa Dots is in here with us. He goes Jay Jetta, Drake London, Etienne McConkey, and RJ Harvey. The Zay Flowers team gets Lamar Jackson. And we're coming up on the clock here. I don't need to force receiver here technically, but if we wanted to go through the structure that I talked about of 4 receivers and 2 running backs, I already have my 2 running backs. If a quarterback falls to us, we could also technically reach for Caleb. Where's the Colston Loveland team? Yeah, if we want to get Caleb, we have to take him right here. This Colston Loveland team is going to take him. They don't have another quarterback that lines up here. If they had maybe Jamar Chase, they can take Burrow. Never mind, Burrow goes over here to the, not even the T. Higgins team. But, man, I'm on the clock here. I think I have to reach for Caleb. If this team has any chance at winning, I'm going to need Caleb. And that team at the end is for sure going to take Caleb Williams. So I have to snipe him before he snipes me. I cannot let him get Caleb before I do. Okay, Chuba goes, Tyler Warren. And we for sure need another receiver after this. For sure need another receiver after this. So hopefully we can get Metcalf, Parker, or Mekhi Lemon. We're 5 picks away. Let's see. Hurts goes. Anybody but these guys taking a receiver here. Okay, they took Tony Pollard. That means we're going to get one of these guys. Highest upside. Metcalf has good potential for Spike League. Let's go look at him. So if we go down and we look at Metcalf. Oh, Metcalf goes. Never mind. Well, we got one of them. We're going to take Parker Washington. And let's pull him up before we draft him. Let me make sure we're going to draft him. Yeah, Parker Washington. Potential to get a 26-point week here. Got this in week 16, which was the quarterfinals last year. But he has the potential to do it. And he kind of turned up towards the end of the season. 24 the year before, 18 the year before that when he was a rookie. So he has the potential to get some massive spike weeks. Rafa says you're on the clock. Yeah, I had him queued up. I had him queued up so that way I wouldn't miss on him. But I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Let's take a look at the board here. Actually, let's look at this. Okay. What roster construction has historically advanced the most teams in Best Ball Mania tournaments? So if you look at this tool, before we even take any positional player, 3-5-7-3 has the highest advance rate. 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 7 receivers, 3 tight ends. What's worked out for me, let me pull this back up here. What's worked out for me is 2-5-8-3 for the most part. Can I look at, I can't look at just the, oh no, I can't. What I want to try and do is see my advance rate through 3-5-7-3s. So I have 1A plus. Oh, we're coming on the clock here. Let's see. I have my 4. If Harold Fannin falls, I'll take Harold Fannin. I have my 4 receivers. I have my 2 running backs. Have my elite quarterback. Let's see if Harold Fannin falls. And he does. Technically, he's right where he should be going in terms of ADP. But Jalen Warren falls a lot. I'm going Jalen Warren. He falls a lot. We need some fallers here, and we get him. And then I can take a tight end on the way back, either Fannin, Laporta, or Kyle Pitts. So I think that was the right move. I know my rankings said Harold Fannin. Oh, no, my rankings did say Jalen Warren. Tripping. Oh, wow, all these tight ends just went, Fannin and Laporta. Well, that's not good. I'm in danger. But after this, we'll pull it back up and we'll see what my 3-5-7-3 builds are. Because that historically has been what's advanced the most teams. 4 picks away. Kyle Pitts is still there, my GOAT. 3 picks away. Kyle Pitts is going to fall. Atlanta Falcons, you don't want Kyle Pitts. You're going to watch him all year. You don't need Kyle Pitts. There you go. Matthew Stafford. Good lad. All right, Ricky Pearsall. This guy already got 2 tight ends, so we are going to get Kyle Pitts here. He technically doesn't fall in terms of ADP, but he does fall right into my lap. And we do need a tight end. So that's what we're going to take. All right, let's bring this back up. So let's go down to these. So let's look at the 3573 builds. This one got an A plus, C, that might have been more on me than the build, F, B. This one was a 3573 A plus, B minus, S. So yes, it seems like my 3573 builds grade out decently well. I wish I could see the average for them, but I can't. I cannot see the average for them. Okay. First down fantasy. My only thought on taking elite tight ends is they often lead to some tough builds. I'll take them for exposure, but I usually push tight end a bit. Yes, that's correct. So that's kind of what I'm talking about right here too, is that elite tight ends are super hard to make work. They're very difficult to make work. So let me pull this back down. If we go to my advancement, 3 tight ends for my highest one. 3 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 3. When do I get to a 2 tight end build? Colston, Loveland, and Jake Ferguson. So it's not even with McBride or Bowers. Where's my first McBride or Bowers team? Right here. A B is my highest ranked McBride or Bowers team. It is just so difficult to make them work. And you're going to get less teams to advance if you do take the elite tight end. However, if we look at Brock Bowers, if Brock Bowers has this 43-point week in the playoffs, like this 20-point week, you're going to need him to move on. But what I would rather do is if they're not falling to me, who do I want here? Do I want a quarterback? Or there's no receivers in this range. Give me JCM. Probably not the greatest pick, but give me JCM. But what I'm doing is I'm not forcing these tight ends. Okay, I've moved them down my rankings slightly. To the very end of round 2, the very beginning of round 3. And if they fall to me in round 3, I'm taking them every time. If I can get these elite tight ends in round 3, I'm taking them every time. But I'm not going to force them in round 2. It's just so difficult to get your teams to advance. Now, like we just said, that could bite me in the butt if Brock Bowers gets a 43-point week in the fantasy playoffs and I need him to advance. Or Trey McBride, if Trey McBride does this in the fantasy playoffs, I could need him to advance. But I'm going to try to get the most teams to advance possible rather than shooting for week 17, because then I'll have less teams advance. All right, we're coming on the clock here. 3 picks away. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. 2 picks away. I could go another tight end, but then I'd be done at tight end. Jordan Mason falls quite a bit. If I take Jordan Mason here, I'm done. I don't want to reach on one of these receivers. I'm going to go Jordan Mason. I am done at running back now. I can't take another running back. I'm so running back heavy. I'm going to start. In this next round, I need to take a receiver. And we're in the range where we can. Lawrence went already, right? Yeah, Lawrence goes early in these drafts. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 6 picks away. There's still plenty of tight ends, but we're not going to get a pick for a while after this. About 10 picks. So we for sure need to take a quarterback, a wide receiver here. We have to. Omar Cooper plays Minnesota. Diggs. If Diggs signs with a team, and if he signs with a good team, he can shoot up these rankings. He can absolutely shoot up these rankings. But if Omar Cooper falls, I'm taking him. Come on, Breeze. Oh, do I just take Dallas Goedert? No, I'm going to take 3 tight ends. I'm for sure taking 3 tight ends here. Breeze, you need a quarterback. Who's your quarterback? You got Jordan Love. You got J-Lo. You think J-Lo is going to carry you? Look at all these quarterbacks here. Take one of them. There you go. Cam Ward. Okay. Omar Cooper, come on down. Let me get a little bit of rookie in my life. Here we go. We need this rookie receiver production here. All right. So what's more important, player value or structural uniqueness? So I'm going to take this as what's more important, the player or the structure? The answer is technically the player. Technically, you can have the correct structure, 3-5-7-3, but if you pick the wrong players, the structure is not going to matter. If your players get hurt, if they just don't pan out and you take them at a bad spot, your structure doesn't matter. And we'll get back to that right now. Push tight end in my Pitbull just got Goddard 25 spots past ADP. That is insane that you got Goddard 25 spots past ADP. Now I'm an Eagles fan. Last year he had an incredible year. It was his best year in terms of being a professional. You could argue this year, 2012, 5. But he scored 11 touchdowns. Where is it? In terms of totals, total finishes, not points per game. I'm on the clock. Oh my gosh. Just give me another receiver here. Give me Denzel Boston. I kind of panicked, but I needed to get a receiver there. So I'm going to go Denzel Boston. It was his best year. 11 touchdowns. He doesn't even come close to that anywhere else. Not his best receiving yards. He has the most receptions he's ever had. Most targets besides his second year. Played the most snaps. Now, I do think even with Dallas Goedert, he's not going to do this again. But getting him 25 spots past ADP is insane. That's really good value. And maybe he does do that again with Sean Mannion. Sean Mannion had Tucker Kraft popping off before. Let's get Tucker Kraft. Because Sean Mannion was on the Packers before. And with Tucker Kraft, this is what Sean Mannion and the Packers are able to do with him. He was the 4th ranked tight end in terms of points per game when he was playing. Now he finishes the 24th. But 4th ranked in terms of points per game. So if the Eagles can get that and Sean Mannion can get that from Dallas Goedert, that's a crazy pick. Wow. So he was your 2nd tight end. Yeah, if you can, like you said earlier, if you can push tight end further down and get massive values on them, that's the way you can win these. Louis! Hello, Louis. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you coming back as always. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. Doing great today. What tournament you drafting at the moment? Right now, I'm doing Ant. Appreciate you, Ant. Okay, let me make a pick real quick. I'm gonna do Brenton Strange. Pair him up with Parker Washington. Okay. Ant, appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the sub. And like it says at the top right here, if we can get to 1,000 subs, I know it's a little ambitious. But just appreciate all you guys coming out, showing some support. If we can get 1,000 subs before September 1st or until it fills, we'll do a $500 big dog. We are doing the Pomeranian at the moment. We are getting some practice in, allowing some time for you guys to get in here. I see we're getting some people trickle in, so I appreciate all you guys being here. And then we're going to be doing a Best Ball Mania. We're going to be going over the structure, and I'll go over that again right now for all you guys just joining. And then we're going to be doing a Pomeranian after that. So that's the plan for today. We're 6 picks away. Let me show you guys this. This is pretty exciting. So on Saturday, this Saturday, if you guys are here, maybe you're not subbed and you don't want to miss it, we're going to be doing this. A little bit of fun on Saturday. Then on Wednesday, we're going to be doing this. A wheel is going to pick my team. And we'll get more into that on Wednesday, but that's going to be fun. Okay, I do need another receiver. Brandon Ayuk. He's not falling. He's my highest ranked player here. I do need another quarterback. When am I on the clock again? In 10 picks? Yeah. What's the thing telling me? 3 quarterbacks? It's telling me 3 quarterbacks. So if I can get... I'm reaching for Geno Smith here. I'm reaching... I lied. Rodgers is guaranteed to start every game. He's paired up with Jalen Warren. That's fine. Hopefully this changes to 2 quarterbacks. It does not. But that's all. That's good. Okay. So went over that. Okay, let's go back and look at this. So, looking at structure to win Best Ball Mania. Looking at, Rafa says for who? I'm assuming that's you mean who I'm reaching for. Yeah, I reached for Geno, and I reached for or Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, not the best reaches, I know. Best Ball Q, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you as always. Got your thumbs up? Appreciate that. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. It's free, helps support the channel, and it gets more people in here to see if they also like what we're doing, and it shows that you like what we're doing here. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. So like I said, we're going to be doing a Pomeranian, a Best Ball, and a Pomeranian. If you guys want to get in one of these. So talking about the advancements, if you don't have this tool, 3 tight ends. I've gotten 3 tight ends like the top 10 or 15 of my drafts. The first time I gotten 2 tight ends to be decent was A- right here with Loveland and Ferguson. So it's not even with McBride or Bowers. Kyle Pitts, Jake Ferg. Brock Bowers is a B. That is my highest ranked team with Brock Bowers or Trey McBride is a B. So what I've done in terms of structure is I'm not forcing the 2 tight end build. I'm not forcing the Bowers or the McBride. If they fall to me in the 3rd round, I'll take them. But I don't want to force it anymore. Whereas earlier, I was just trying to get those 2 tight ends because I thought that I would have an edge there. But you're just advancing less teams. Okay. I don't want to take another quarterback here. I'm going to go running back. I'm going to go Trey Harris. He's not my highest ranked pick. I could also get Dalton Schultz here. He has fallen so far down past ADP. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go Schultz. I'm going to go Schultz here. He's fallen past ADP. How much did he fall? About 16 picks, so a whole round past ADP. And then I could get one of these receivers on the way back. Darnell Mooney. I think if Malik Neighbors misses any time, is going to be a smash. And then I can go, I have Tua over Penix now, but I'm starting to second guess that. I've seen on Twitter a bunch of clips, and I'm starting to second guess that Tua is going to be the starter. I think Penix will start more games out of the year. So I could get Michael Penix to stack with Kyle Pitts. And then I could also go Branch. I'm going to do that. Okay. So we're coming on the clock right here. What's this telling me to do? 3 quarterbacks, 7 receivers. Darnell Mooney does not go. Who would you guys take here? So I'm going to tell you my thought process, assuming... Okay, good. He doesn't. Is we're in the Pomeranian. The Pomeranian is a 4 of 12 advance, so 4 of 12 in this group advance. Then a 2 of 10, 1 of 8, and a 910-seat final. You are going to be able to advance so many more teams through this that you wouldn't normally be able to advance in a Best Ball Mania or a Puppy because it's 2 of 12. And then in the finals, you're going up against 900 instead of 600 teams. So you need the highest upside team you can make, and you can sneak more high upside teams through this tournament than in the other tournaments, which you're going to need. Bayou Bengal. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Doing well. Doing well. I saw you stream today. If you guys don't know, Bayou Bengal also streams best ball content. I met him, I think, yesterday or the day before. So check him out. Check him out. But I'm doing good. Hope your stream this morning went well, and I hope you had a good Memorial Day today. Thank you for being here. we're just doing some Pomeranian today. Then the next draft, we're going to be doing a Best Ball Mania, and we're going to talk about some roster constructions. And I've never won, but based off of historical data, what gets you to the playoffs and the finals and all that. All right, we're making our last pick here, and then we're going to jump into the Best Ball Mania. So yeah, like I said, I think that I have Tua ranked higher in my rankings here, but I just think that Tua or Michael Penix is going to be the starter. Give me Penix and we'll go over this team. Give me Penix and we'll go over this team. And I also want to look to see how it went. Here we go. I don't think we're going to grade it that high. Our receiver room, we have 3 rookies on this team. Oh my God. But like I said, you can make this work in this draft strictly because 4 of the 12 teams move on. All right. Thank you all for being here. We just completed our first draft. Let me sync this up once it's done. But before that happens, here's what we got going on. I know I just went over this. We got more people in here. Wednesday, we're going to be doing a wheel, picking our teams. I have no control over what the wheel does, but wheel's going to pick our team on Wednesday. Saturday, we're going to be having a little fun. Maybe making some crazy picks. And if I win a tournament every Saturday doing this, don't try this at home, kids. But that'd be insane. Okay. So, let me sync this up. First time fantasy, my thoughts is I don't think they're going to bench Tua if he's playing good. It would be crazy if he's good and then they bench him, so Tua may start longer than expected. Yeah. If Tua is the starter, and if they are winning games, they're going to keep him, which would suck. Which is my thought process at the beginning. But now I'm not so certain that he's going to win the quarterback battle to start the year because Penix is practicing, and I didn't think he was going to be practicing already. Okay, let's get into this one now. Let's go to drafts, Best Ball Mania. All right, we're getting into Best Ball Mania. If you guys wanted to get in a Best Ball Mania draft with us, I'm going to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. 3, 2, 1, and we are in. Okay, we're in. It's full. Never mind. I tried. Never mind. It's full, and I got the 101. You know what? I knew I liked this draft. I had a good feeling about this draft. Okay, let's go over here. We already know who I'm picking. A little Bijan Robinson action, the GOAT. Where are we going? Completed. Where is it? Here it is. 3573. And then we'll see how it graded out. And then my boy Rafa was in this draft as well. We'll see how his graded out also. Let's sync it again. Okay. Flock Fantasy, refresh. Daco, welcome. I'm going to say Dak. Dak. As much as I'm not a Cowboys fan, I'll say Dak. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. And you're in here at pick 2. Nice. Pick 2 and pick 1, the duo. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. So just so you know, I'm going Bijan. I'm going Bijan. You doing a lot of these drafts, Dak? Okay, let's see how I graded out. So my last draft graded out as an S. I don't know what it is. Something about taking 3. I am very happy with this draft, actually, now that I see this. So let me make my pick. I already did. Okay. So I got, where is it? Where's the S tier? Caleb stacked with Luther Burden and Romo Dunze. I got Aaron Rodgers, the GOAT in his last season, going to go off with a bang with Jaylen Warren. Then I got Michael Penix, the starter over Tua Tagovailoa, paired up with Zachariah Branch and Kyle Pitts. Then for the rest of the team, I got Henry, Williams, JCM, Jordan Mason. Solid RB room. Very solid. I don't know about upside. Henry and Kyron can get there. These guys need to get a good floor. And then we got Amon Ra, Parker Washington, Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston. So, like, these vets right here, they got to hold the line for these rooks. They have to hold the line, and we got to squeeze through. If we can squeeze through, and these rooks, at least one of them starts to pop off, this could be looking real solid. Then we got Brenton Strange, Dalton Schultz. Yeah, this draft, I wasn't so sure of it, but thanks to my $150 for this tool, I feel much better. Feel much better. And then I know my boy Rafa was in here. Rafa's new to drafting, and look at him. Look at him. First time doing underdog this year for drafts. And my boy, Rafa Dots. Rafael Berber, 4407. A+. I think these are the second highest. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So he's got Justin Herbert stacked up with Ladd. Bryce Young with Jonathan Brooks. Kirk Cousins with Trey Tucker. And he's doing exactly what we recommended, which is sorry, I got distracted. 4 receivers through the first 8 rounds and 2 running backs, 3 tight ends. That just seems to be what works out best historically. Okay. First down fantasy. I'm a Falcons fan, and I've been seeing clips, and Tua's been throwing some bombs and looks good. Plus, I don't think Penix is that good. Got it. So you probably are a little bit more in the know than I am with the Falcons. I am not a Falcons fan. Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan. But from what I've seen on the small clips on Twitter is a little bit of both. But yeah, if you're saying that Tua looks good and he's most likely going to be the starter, and I agree if he does well and they're winning games, he's going to stay the starter. So I'll probably keep my rankings the same then. And then once we get closer to the start of the season and they kind of announce who's going to be the starter, one of them is going to shoot up the board. So I should probably focus on one of the two of them rather than going back and forth. Okay. All right, we're coming on the clock here. We got our boy Dak Dakota right before, so I don't want to say too much about who I'm going to pick, even though you can see my players right here. But I believe in you, Dak. Who are you picking? He's probably going Pickens. He's probably going... Okay, he goes Neighbors. Okay, so here's my dilemma. I said I'm not going to force these tight ends. We're going George Pickens. Let's open this back up. So we're going George Pickens for sure. And then after this, I said I wasn't going to force him, but if I got them in the 3rd round, I'll be going the elite tight end. So I will be going elite tight end here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it and see if I can get an S. So let's see. Okay, Rafa says they took Lawrence from me. Let's go back. So you were here. I think it's still fine. Because then were you going to take Lawrence instead of Herbert, or were we going to take them both? I'm assuming you're going to take Lawrence instead of Herbert. But if you were going to take both, I would not have recommended that with the team that you did. But what you did was good. Okay. What is this? There we go. Okay. So, like I said, we historically have not gotten McBride or Bowers to work. If I can go back and look just at the best ball teams, how do I do that? Go back. All slates. Let's look just at best ball. I have a B. McBride in one of them, and I got an F. See, I'm not going for an F again. I can't do it. Maybe in high school, maybe in college, but not in underdog best ball drafts. No, not for me. C+, see, that's more my speed when it comes to school. But yeah, if I can make this team work, I'm not going to be going elite quarterback here. I'm not. If I get an elite tight end, I'm not going elite quarterback. And we're going to make that work. All right, Dakota next to us went double receiver, Neighbors and Collins. Rashee Rice goes to the team at 5. But yeah. All right, let's take a look up here. Let's take a look. Can you win Best Ball Mania without an elite quarterback? Yes, you can. Let's look at my teams for this. Okay, let's look at all of them. So I don't go elite quarterback. I guess you can consider. No, I wouldn't even consider these guys elite. This one would be right here. This is a high quarterback. I took him in the 7th round. Drake May, 7th round. Where's the first quarterback I picked in the 5th round or higher? Right here, Josh Allen. So, let me change it to advancement. Right here. So 6th round, yeah, you can win it with 2. Caleb, yeah, 6th round. Lawrence, 7th round. Lamar Jackson, yeah. So if 2 quarterbacks with elite quarterback is more viable than 2 tight ends with elite tight end. Now, in terms of a quarterback stack, you need to be stacking these quarterbacks. In this large field, it's a 667 field final. You have to be stacking these quarterbacks. If you're not stacking them, you are just going to be so far behind. So far behind. What's going on? It says I'm 16 picks away. Am I frozen here? Am I frozen here? All right, thank you all for being here. We're officially in the Best Ball Mania. We did a Pomeranian before this, and then we're going to be doing a Pomeranian after this one as well. But we are 7 picks away. Here's my team so far. I got Bijan, I got Pickens, and I went against my own advice, and I took Trey McBride for the 2nd time in this tournament, but he fell to me in the 3rd round. And I said I'm not going to be forcing him, but if he falls to me in the 3rd round, I'll be taking him all the time. I'm going to be going. We got Dak in here. I'm gonna use some code right here. Dang, they took Lad McConkey. That's who I was gonna be going. Let's see, we got Dima off the board. This person's probably going receiver. You don't want receiver. You got 2 running backs. Why not make a 3rd? Make a 3rd running back. You got Trevion and Bucky. All right, never mind. You got Jalen Waddle. Okay. Dak, who you going here? I feel like you're going to go one of these 2. I feel it in my gut. Who are you going here? Colston Loveland. Okay, I did not have that on my bingo card. I got 1 running back, 1 receiver, 1 tight end. I do not want to be behind a receiver, so I'm going to go Jamison Williams. He's my highest ranked player, and if we look at his card, let's look at his upside. So once, right here, after coming back from injury, and once they changed the play calling duties, this guy was a beast. If we go here, rankings, JMO. After week 7, so week 9 and on. Week 9 and on. Week 9 and on. How do I do this? 9 and on. Okay. He was the wide receiver 12 in terms of points per game, and we drafted him as what? Wide receiver in the 20s. And like as wide receiver 25, we drafted him. 24. Wide receiver 12, finishes the 12, 7 targets, 20% team target share, almost 5 receptions, and he was coming in out of the draft as a guy that wasn't going to be a high target guy, as more of a down the field stretcher, but he's getting 5 receptions a game, 82 receiving yards, a touchdown every other game, 10 yards per target. So if he can do that again, this guy's a stud. Who am I looking at? Is this me? I double tapped. Guys, lock in. I forgot I was at the 12. Oh my god, I double tapped. Guys, I need your help. How are we going to do Saturday stream like this if I can't get help right now without this? What's going on? We are just unlocked as a unit right now. We are an unlocked unit. And it's always the Best Ball Manias that we become unlocked. I don't know what it is. $25 got us shook. At least me. Dang, I really sold. But it's okay. Trevion's not a bad pick. Got him at 48. I'm not going running back anymore, and I am strictly receiver these next couple rounds. I am strictly receiver through these next couple rounds. All right, let's see what's going on here. So this says, why do some winning rosters intentionally leave positional rooms thin? So what that means is the average roster construction is 3-5-7-3. So when you leave a room thin, it means drafting less than 3-5-7-3. So 2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 6 receivers, 2 tight ends. Why do teams do that? The reason you do that is if you have used and invested a lot into one position high up in drafts, you need to then take a lot more of the other positions to catch up with those positions. So right here, as you can tell, I used Trey McBride in the 3rd round. I only need 2 tight ends because I need to take more receivers because I'm so far behind at receiver. Oh my God, we could be given a gift right here. I'm not going to say anything. Don't look. I'm not going to say anything. 8 rounds past ADP. Far, don't do it. You want DK Metcalf. I'm sure there's a quarterback here. If you want Caleb, Drake May. Oh my God, you did it. Far, we're not on speaking terms right now. Don't talk to me, Far. I will be double tapping receiver here. Oh, I did this wrong. Wait. Why is it not showing my percent owned? Why is it not showing settings, percent owned? Oh, I gotta make this bigger. There you go. Okay. I've taken Metcalf in 50% of these. I will be going Parker Washington and Mekhi Lemon then. I want to spread it out. I have Metcalf ranked as my highest player. However, I don't want to take him in 75% of my drafts. I'm not that big of a Metcalf fan to do that. All right. You can't sell me on taking 75% Metcalf in a Best Ball Mania. Actually, let me try and sell myself. Hold up. Let me try and sell myself before I start talking crazy. Metcalf. The highest this guy has finished in terms of points per game is 8, his 2nd year. And now we're living off vibes for Metcalf. We are living off straight vibes. Let's look at general. So he does have spike weeks, though, which is why you draft Metcalf where you draft him. He does have spike weeks. Like, if you look here, you got a 23, you got a 21, you got a 28, a 20, 37. I know we're getting back real far right here. 26, 21. So the reason you draft Metcalf is not for a floor, but for a ceiling. But yeah, I'm not taking a 75% player with a floor like Metcalf has. I'm not doing it. So we're 16 picks away now. 15. This says, which late round structural mistakes instantly cap your tournament winning upside? So a couple years ago when I first started doing, let me answer Rafa. Rafa, he's got a wash QB. Hey, put some respect on his name, okay? Put some respect on Rodgers, okay? 2 years ago, the guy had the greatest moment of his life, okay? Wait. Where is it? 3 years ago, the guy had the greatest moment of his life as a Jet, okay? I don't know if I want to jog your memory. Do you want to jog your memory? Look at this. You're going to tell me that this guy's washed? You're going to tell me that this guy's washed? This guy's got aura, okay? And he's going to get the ball to Metcalf through aura and aura alone. All right? So his quarterback's not washed. Just remember that before you speak up again, okay? Now, where was I before I got interrupted by somebody calling the GOAT Rodgers washed? I don't even remember where I was. I'm 7 picks away. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. Was that really 3 years ago? Has he been on the Steelers for 2 years? Oh no, he did the Jets and then the Steelers again. Okay, I remember. All right, let's blow this back up. Okay. Michael Wilson, come on home, Michael Wilson. I already have him 50% of drafts. I can't do it again. Who are we taking? Quentin Johnston? Jacoby Myers? I'm getting one of these guys. I can't. Let's do this. Let's do this. No, I'm not taking Jacoby. I gotta move him down my rankings. I'll talk about Jacoby right now, but I'm moving him down my rankings. I can't do it. Okay, Favre takes Michael Wilson. Dak. Let's see who you got. Who's in your queue right now? Who is in your queue right now? Let's see it. Quentin Johnston. The big Q. All right, well. We can go. I guess I'm for sure going Goff. And then I'm going Laporta. No, I can't go Laporta. I can't go tight end this high again. Where's Trevor Lawrence? Where does Trevor Lawrence go? Is he gone already? Oh yeah, I can't. I'm not taking him. Okay. Give me. Gosh, this is terrible. Give me Bo Nix. I just really sold. I double tap quarterback there. I just really sold that, huh, chat? Please tell me this has 2 quarterbacks now. It doesn't. Oh my god. I just really sold that, huh, chat? It's always these basketball manias. I'm not built for the pressure. The lights are too bright. Literally, look at. Okay. Now I have 21 picks to wait to think about what I just did there. Let's look at this team. Let's look at this team. Oh my gosh. Rolling! Welcome to the stream, Rolling. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. But I really just sold that. All right, let's look. Maybe the tool will be nice to us. I gotta fix this. Okay. We got Bijan and Trevion, the carry. We got Pickens, Williams, Washington, Mekhi Lemon. We got Trey McBride going against everything I just said to do. He did fall to the 3rd round, but going against what I said to do. Then we got Jared Goff paired up with Jameson Williams. And we got Bo Nix paired up with absolutely nobody. Bo Nix paired up with nobody. Do you want a Bo Nix paired up with nobody? Let's look at it right now. Roland says, hell yeah, I love seeing the draft content. Keep it going. Thank you, Roland. I love seeing you in here for what it's worth. So thank you for being here. Okay, let's go back and look at Jacoby Myers. Okay. Jacoby Myers. I have him really high because of how he ended the year last year. But I think I'm in some sort of nostalgia phase because he had 1 game above 15 fantasy points. Then we have... Wait, what was I talking about? This guy, Mason, sold me to not go on Jacoby. And look at this. He's got some upside. Chat, forget everything I just said. I'm not taking credit for that take because that was not my take. Never mind. I'm glad I took Jacoby there. I didn't even take Jacoby Myers. Oh my god. I double tap quarterback instead of taking Jacoby. Guys, relax. Best ball Q, don't you have week 17 Trevion? Yeah, it does. Who do the Patriots play in week 17? Patriots schedule. Don't be showing me AJ Brown when I type in Patriots. Okay. Week 17. Oh, the Broncos. You're right. You know what? This is why I appreciate you being here, Best Ball. I appreciate you being here. That's why I took Bo Nix. For those of you that were wondering. All right, I need receiver help here. I absolutely need receiver help here. Do I go double rookies? There's no way I go double rookies, right? I can't do it. Okay, good. Save me from myself. Dakota, you got all this talent staring you in the face right here, Dakota. All this talent. Don't look at my cue. All right, good. You know what? I appreciate you, Dakota. That was a real homie move, and I appreciate that. That was a homie move for Omi Josh. Okay, we're going to go Wan'Dale Robinson. Don't love the pick, but I can get Cam Ward. Actually, do I want a third quarterback here? And then I'm going to go... Oh, I can't go... I've taken 50% and 50%. Cam Ward's going to go here. Do these guys make it to me at 137? There's no way, right? I'm 21 picks away. I need to go running back here. I'm going to go Rashad White. Yeah. Me and Roland on the same page at the same exact time. You, Roland, you like beamed that to my brain. I said it as soon as I saw it. Oh my God. Good shout out. Week 17 bring back on Parker. Yeah. You're right. Good move overall. Okay, what were we looking at? There's Jacoby. Okay. Wan'Dale. Do we think that Wan'Dale can do what he did at the tail end of last year? How do I spell his name? Oh, I forgot the apostrophe. Do we think he can do this again? Like, if we look at the Titans, he's the number 2 receiving option on this team. Calvin Ridley's washed after his suspension. That guy has not been the same. Shamir DK showed signs last year, but do you really want Shamir DK to be your number 2 receiver on a professional NFL team? I don't. And you would assume that the Titans don't have the greatest defense, so they're going to have to throw the ball more. And a second-year quarterback normally takes the leap. You would assume he can do it again, right? Okay. So who's going off the board here? We're getting closer. Did Cam Ward go? Am I going to cry right now? Cam Ward has not gone yet. Here's Cam Ward. I do need another tight end. I can get one of these tight ends. Okay, Cam Ward goes probably to the Tet team. Yeah, Tet normally goes over here. There he is. Okay. Wait, why would I say to the Tet team? Guys, Carnell Tate team is what I meant. We're 7 picks away. I need another running back. And then I need a tight end. I can't go this long without taking another tight end. So that's what I'm going to do here. And we're already taking 8 receivers, so I don't need to force a receiver right here. I feel solid with our receivers that we got. So I'm going to take one of these guys. Preferably Hunter Henry. But let's see who makes it back to me. Let's see who makes it back to me. And I'm going to go Pacheco. If Pacheco can have half the role that David Montgomery has had the last 2 years, going as the running back 47, he should smash this ADP. If Gibbs gets hurt for whatever reason, I know Pacheco's not the greatest running back. I know. But he could smash this ADP. All right. Who's Dakota going? Who is Dakota going here? Goes Woody Marks. Okay. I'm going to go Pacheco. And then between these two, I have Kenyon Steak ranked higher. But because I have Trevion Henderson, and Best Ball Q pointed out that we have Bo Nix for the Week 17 correlation, I'm going to go Hunter Henry, unstacked without Drake May. And maybe in Week 17, this entire offense is funneled through Hunter Henry and Trevion. All right, chat. I'm going to need a big help right now. I need to take a step away. I've been drinking a lot of water. Entertain people if they come in. Do my job. Entertain people. I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, I'm here. All right, chat. Thank you. What did I miss? Who went? I forgot where it was. Okay, we're on the clock coming up in like 5 picks. Best Q says hydration is key. Yeah, I drink a lot of water during these streams, and that's about it. So I gotta drink as much as I can during these streams. And then Rafa Berber says, we all alone, chat? Hey, relax. Relax, I'm back. All right. 2452. This still says 3583. We are no more tight ends. Don't even look at me. Who's here? These guys right here. Don't even look at me. I don't want you guys. How many rookies do I have? I have 1 rookie. I could go Dejan Stribling. I'm not going Isaac Tesla. I already have a bunch of him. Or excuse me. I already have a bunch of the Lions. I don't want another Lion. I already have Jameson Williams. That's a lot of Lions. Oh, I almost took Sam Laporta, but he got sniped from me. Never mind. That's where I was confused. I could go Tesla. I don't really like Tesla. We got the bring back with nobody. Oh, with Makai Lemon. Okay. So I'll go Stribling. Who else do I go here? I'm going to go Dylan Sampson. I'm going to get another running back. I'm going to go Dylan Sampson here. Okay. All right, everybody. I normally have on the top right. Can you see my mouse? Joe say, yo, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you. I normally have it up in the top right. The like goal for a third draft. It's normally 15 to do a third draft, but moving forward, I'm just going to do 3 drafts. So I'd appreciate it if you guys are enjoying the content to drop a like. We have 11 already, you guys, and so I appreciate you guys doing that. Thank you. But if you are liking it and you haven't liked yet, go ahead and support the channel. Drop a like. It means a lot. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. If you look at the top right, we have we're at 267 out of 1,000. I know it's a little bit ambitious, but if you want to shoot for the stars, you're really trying, you know. We'll do a $500 big dog draft. And the only reason why my wife is letting me do that is if we go here, I had to bargain with her. The way that I bargained is that I am using this money from last year's Battle Royale. That is the only way I'm able to talk her into letting me do a $500 draft. So if we can get to 1,000, we'll use this money right here to do that. And some would say weird flex, but okay. Not me, though. I'm not someone. I appreciate you guys being here. We're still 14 picks away. Oh, no, he didn't. That's right. 1912. 1902. Says do a Pomeranian instead. Yes, we did a Pomeranian. Then we're doing a best ball right now. It's Best Ball Mania Mondays. And then after this one, we'll do a Pomeranian. So if you guys are interested in joining a draft with us, after this one, we will be doing a $3 Pomeranian. And honestly, every day after today, we're going to be doing strictly Pomeranians until it's filled. But yeah, we'll be doing a Pomeranian after this 100%. 100%. Okay, we're 11 picks away. Let's look at the team. We're still 3-5-7-3. No, we're not. There's no way we're 3-5-7-3. Wow. Really? 2 tight ends is better. Hello, Maria. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Yeah, there's no way that this is saying 3 tight ends. I'm not listening to it. I'm not listening to it. I'm going quarterback and receiver. Strictly quarterback and receiver after this. All right, we're 7 picks away here. So, the title of this video is how to actually win BBM7. I have not won one, but after I pick right here, I'll show you what the historical data says in terms of moving teams forward and how you should be structuring your team. Again, roster construction is very important, but the players are more important. So I'm trying to get the best roster construction possible while trying to get the best players possible, which is what it's all about, right? I know this guy thinks he's smart saying this stuff. It's what it's all about, though. Okay, I've already taken 50% Jerry Jeudy. I'm not putting 75% Jerry Jeudy, just like I'm not doing 75% Metcalf. Let's go receiver. We'll go Chris Bell in Miami. And then, there's no way we can go Tank Dell. And then we'll go, I have Bijan. Let's go Tua. This is a shout out to my boy First Down Fantasy, Falcons fan. This is 2 drafts in a row now. We're taking his quarterback. Now, that could be the worst mistake possible. I would go Jeudy here, but I've already taken him 50%. And then we could take a receiver on the way back. I'm not going tight end. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I'm not taking another tight end after I have Trey McBride and Hunter Henry. But let's pull up Flock Fantasy. Let's go back to my teams here. So, when did that change? Okay, so if we look at our advancements, worst mistakes, you make that cash. You're right. Honestly, that makes up for everything. You're absolutely right. Okay, so let's look at my advancement rates with the teams that I've drafted so far and the roster constructions we have. 3 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and we finally get to a 2. And we get to this 2, and it's not Trey McBride or Brock Bowers. It's not. We get to this one, it's 2. It is not Trey McBride or Brock Bowers. We finally get to a 2 tight end build that has Brock Bowers or Trey McBride in it. And it's a B. So what I am doing is I'm trying to take 3 tight ends unless, and I'm not forcing these elite tight ends unless they fall to us in the 3rd round, which technically McBride fell to us in the 3rd round. If we want to get technical, McBride fell to us in the 3rd round. You can't tell me otherwise, chat. So that's why I took him here. Now the tool is telling us 3 tight ends. Let's look at my receiver room, though. How confident are we? Oh, my God, I did it again. I did it again. I'm like Brittany. All right, tell me how confident we are with this receiver room. Pickens, Williams, Washington, Lemon, Robinson, Stribling, Bell. We got McBride and Henry as our 2 tight ends down here. I, in good conscience, cannot not take an 8th receiver here. We have Bell, Stribling, and Mekhi Lemon. You do not want 3 rookies on the same team unless it's a 4 out of 12, 6 out of 12 advancement rate. So I have to take a veteran receiver here that's going to see the field. Is Troy Franklin really going to see the field? Best Ball Q says, I've been taking a ton of round 18 Tua. I think I've taken a decent amount of them. Best Ball Q says, need 8 receivers. Yeah, I think we're on the same page here. I have to take an 8th receiver here. There's no way I don't. Spilled on my computer here. That's all right. If we go down, we know why, chat. I spilled on my computer. What was I talking about? I took 2 of there. Oh, we're gonna look at how much 2 I've taken. I'm next on the clock here. Wait, let me look at Troy Franklin. Did I get sniped? Dakota! You know what? I can't get too mad at you. I appreciate you being here, subscribing and liking. Okay, hold up. Who are we taking? Jahan Dotson? Is that guy going to see the field? Do we think Jahan Dotson sees the field here? I picked him, so he better. Okay, First Time Fantasy says, if he's named the starter, that value is nuts. Yes, I agree. If Tua is named the starter, either one of those guys, if they're named the starter, here's where they're going to go in these drafts. So right now they're going in 18, 17 sometimes. They would probably go as the starter for the Falcons, which is a decent team. What would you guys say around this range right here, Stroud and Darnold? They'd probably go in round 12 with these guys. If one of them is named the starter. All right, I'm scared to look at my team. I am scared to look at my team. Results. No. Drafts. Completed. Best Ball Mania. Okay, what do I have here? A 3-5-8-2. That is nasty. 3-5-8-2, and today is the 25th. All right, now let's sync this. Yeah, 12 to 14. Yeah, that's what I would think so as well. 12 to 14. All right, I'm scared, chat. Let's refresh this. What are we thinking? Before I even look, what are we thinking about this team? What is it going to grade out? We got Bijan, Henderson, Rachaad White, Pacheco, Dylan Sampson. We got George Pickens, Williams, Washington, Lemon, Robinson, Stribling, Bell, Dotson, McBride, and Henry. We got Goff paired up with Jameson and Pacheco. We got Bo Nix paired up with... we got Tua paired up with Bijan and Jahan Dotson. So in the chat, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. My guess would be, yeah, if he's the starter, this is kind of crazy. Like a C+. I think we're going to get a C+ here. Close enough. Yeah, First Time Fantasy says C. Yeah, I just can't make a 2 tight end team work. Yeah, Best Ball Q says C+ as well. Yeah, we're all on the same page. About a C. If I had to guess, the S tier team had three tight ends. Yeah. 3-5-7-3. That is the traditional build. That's the one you want to be going for. Most of the time, 3-5-7-3. But I'll take a C. C's get degrees, right, chat? Okay, so we're going to be getting to a Pomeranian now. Let me switch this back. That was our best ball stream, or best ball mania one. Now let's get into the Pomeranian. Let me put this in the chat here for everybody. Here it is. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oops. Oops. It's not 10, it's 1. In. All right, we're in. Plenty of spots in here if you guys want to get in here. Plenty of spots. Again, thank you all for being here today. Thank you, thank you. It's been a really good stream. We got one more draft to go. Typically, I have on the top right here, if we get, yeah, Best Buy, no. My finger slipped, and then I tried to push the backspace button, and it just sent it. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Typically, if we get 15 likes, we'll do a third draft, but we're going to do a third one anyways. So if you're here, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to hit the like button. It supports the channel a lot, and it shows me that you're liking what we're doing here and you want to see more of it. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because we got some big stuff planned coming up here. Let me filter this to Pomeranian. Okay. We got some big stuff planned. So we got videos that will be coming out every Sunday starting this Sunday. We got every Wednesday the wheel's gonna pick my team depending on how well the stream does. We're gonna be having a wheel pick my team. Then every Saturday, depending on how well this stream does, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a silly stream with a little bit of juice. First Down Fantasy says, I'm at 9. Let the sniping begin. Oh, God. Oh, God. Where are you at? Here you are. Amped Phil. Yep, there you are. Remember Amped Phil. I got one pick that you cannot snipe me on. This is the only pick you won't be able to snipe me on. And I'm going Gibbs. I'm going Gibbs. Dakota, if you're still in here, I appreciate you being in that last draft with us. Let's go look at your team, actually. Let's go look at Dakota's team. Here he is. Number 2, 3672. So we got Caleb stacked with Colson Loveland. We got Daniel Jones paired with Josh Downs. We got Aaron Rodgers paired with Warren and Frymouth. We got Gibbs, Brooks, Marks, Allen, Tucker. We got Neighbors, Collins, McLaurin, Johnston, Higgins, Franklin. And then we already went over the rest of the players. Now, I'm going to give some unsolicited advice. I'm right above you. I got a C, so I don't know how much this advice is worth. But I would recommend from the receiver taking at least one rookie. I know I took all of them in the last one, but typically you need a rookie receiver to do well because of the value that you're going to get on them. We got a lot of us in here. Dakota says, my last team was AS. This is redemption for sure. All right. What pick are you? Let me see. Oh, you're pick 5. You're pick 5. All right. Good luck. And we got Rafadat in here at 4. Thank you all for joining. This has been the most people we've had in a singular draft. So thank you guys for being here. It's been really fun. And good luck to you guys. If I can't win, I really hope that one of you guys wins. I really do. That'd be really cool. I have never won a season-long best ball before, but I have won as you guys saw, a Battle Royale, which I'm going to be doing the Battle Royales during the weeks when football's here, and I'll be going over my best game stacks, my players, how we'll go over before the season starts how I won a Battle Royale. Granted, there was only 2 games there, as opposed to the 16 you're going to get, or I guess the 10 or 11 you're going to get on a regular slate. But yeah. Okay, give me 1 second, chat. All right, we are at 268 subscribers now. The reason this thing will not upload, and I appreciate you guys subscribing. It means a lot. We gained 2 subscribers this video so far, this live stream. And if you have your subscriptions as private, it won't pop up on the screen and this won't update. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down here and just pick a random person who already subscribes. So Antoine subscribed this stream. Saul Ishizaki, I appreciate you subscribing. I believe he subscribed off of a live stream, he or she. So I appreciate you subscribing, Saul. Thank you. And now the update counter is correct. Wait, we're 5 picks away. Guys, lock in. Who did everybody pick? I cannot talk about who I want here because everybody is in this. All right, we got at number 9, we got Lamb and Chase Brown. I love Chase Brown. I absolutely love Chase Brown, and as much as I hate the Cowboys, I love the CeeDee Lamb pick. We got Dakota Phil, JSN, Kenneth Walker. Nice, good start. Who's Rafa Dots going to go? Let's see it, Rafa Dots. Who are you going to go here? Uh-oh, George Pickens, okay. Jamar Chase, this is none of us at this spot right here. Jeremiah Love. And then I'm going to go here. I have to take a receiver for sure. I know Josh Jacobs is my highest ranked player. I'm for sure going Nico. And then I'll see who makes it back to me. Malik Neighbors goes. Rashee Rice goes. Oh my god. Oh, I'm going to go Josh Jacobs or A.J. Brown. Josh Jacobs kind of falls to us. This is the range that A.J. Brown would normally go. I'll go Josh Jacobs, and then we'll be done at running back until after round 8. We'll be done at running back till after round 8. All right. This team at 1 goes Bijan, Neighbors, Rice. If all of these guys are healthy at the start of the season and no suspensions come, like, you're going to get these stacks and they're just going to be nasty. They're going to be so good. But if they are hurt to start the season, you're just going to be so behind at receiver. You're going to be so behind at receiver. All right, Rafa Dots on the clock. Probably going to go running back here. Kyron maybe. Or Trey McBride. Trey McBride would not be a bad pick. Uh-oh. My boy lagged out. A.J. Brown. Okay, A.J. Brown also falls a little bit. Letting Trey McBride fall right into the hands of Dakota. Right into the hands of Dakota. Let's see if he wants him. Who are you going to take? Kyron. All right. Right into the hands of Sosky. Sosky, who are you going to go? You need a receiver. There's no way you go running back, tight end here. Alave. Oh my gosh. Right into the hand. It is amped. Okay. All right. Grandmaster takes Trey McBride. I was seeing how far he fell. Amped, would you have picked him right there? First down fantasy? I'm going to assume that you would. You already have a running back and a receiver. All right, you're on the clock. Take T. Higgins. Nice. All right. If you could only follow one structure rule in Best Ball Mania, what would it be and why? So, if we could follow just one rule when it comes to drafting, what would it be? I don't think roster construction, there needs to be a rule for it because then every team is going to look very similar. But what I'm doing this year is through the first 8 rounds, I need 4 running backs I need 4 receivers and I need 2 running backs at the minimum. I need it. I would fall too far behind at the other positions if I did not go 4 receivers and 2 running backs through the first 8 rounds. So for me, I have to do that. I'm not saying that's the correct thing to do. But for me, based off the drafts that I've done, that is what the rule I'm setting for myself. Ted McMillan goes. Where does Cam Scatabo normally go? I feel like he's got picked early there. Yeah, he got picked 8 rounds too early. He normally goes to the end of the 4th round here. The middle to the end. I thought that looked a little weird. But he's getting this team at the end is getting a unique build. Wait, Breeze. I've seen you before. I don't know if you're in this chat, but we've drafted with Breeze before. I remember yelling at him one time. Sniping me. All right, Aunt Phil's on the clock. Garrett Wilson, nice. This team has to go receiver here. They just have to. Who's at the top of ADP? Oh, yeah. 3 receivers. They have to. Let me find out they reach for Bucky. All right, they go Burden. Good. Yeah, they had to. What separates a team that advances from a team that can actually win Best Ball Mania? So what this is saying is you can have teams that play for the minimum cash in tournaments, which means you're just going to advance to the next round and be satisfied with that and really not have a chance to move on to the next rounds. Or there's teams where you're not going to advance a lot of teams, but you're going to have high upside. So the difference is the players that you draft and the construction that you draft, okay? So players, you're not going to take guys like a Jameson Williams who have technically a lower receptions and lower targets and a higher depth of target. You won't take guys like that because you want a floor. And a floor is good to advance. It's not good to win a tournament. So you want guys that can have massive spike weeks, like a 30, 25, 30-point week. Those are the players that you are looking to draft and mix in with your floor guys. So I need receivers here. I'm going to go Mike Evans. I'm going to go Jameson. We're going to double tap these guys. Oh, never mind. Bowers, don't do it, Bowers. You don't want Jameson. You're going to go Trevion, and actually, I wouldn't mind if I got Terry McLaurin here. I can't lie. Or Jalen Waddle. I can't be mad at any of these guys. All right, he goes Demont. What am I missing with Demont? I guess this is his ADP, right? I just have him ranked lower. Who else? You need a receiver here, buddy. DJ Moore. You don't even have Josh Allen. My guy. Oh, we're going to go Jameson. We're going to go Jameson. So we got Gibbs, Jacobs. Always going to be our 1 and 2 for running back. So I can hesitate and not take a running back for a while now. Why is my thing messing up? Oh, there we go. And then we got Nico, Evans, and Jameson Williams. Not bad. But yes, so what separates the teams that are going to advance, the teams that can actually win, is you need to find values later in the rounds. If you take a lot of floor guys higher up, you need to take guys that have a ceiling and can spike later on. You need to mix and match the players that you're taking with the floor and with their ceiling. You can't just take all floor and you can't just take all ceiling. You need to mix and match it. All right. What did these guys pick? All right. Rafadatz goes Waddle. Dakota goes Odunze. Pairs up with Loveland. You just have to avoid Chief the Keef over here. On Caleb. I'm curious to see if they would take him. And then Amped Phil goes Jadarian Price. The Zay Flowers team takes Lamar Jackson. Let's see. Why do elite drafters care more about combinations than individual players? So combinations mean stacking. If I go back to my rankings, man, I have no stacks here. Really? Okay. If I go back to my rankings here, and let's say we're on the clock right here. Tucker Kraft is not my highest ranked player. It would be Drake May, Prescott, Metcalf, Washington, Lemon. Disbanded Brotherhood. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you coming in, dropping your video period per video. I appreciate that. Glad to have you here. Hope you've been having a good day. It's okay to reach for Tucker Kraft down here because you're making a bet that the Packers are going to be really good. They're going to score a lot of points, and you're going to make the bet that team's going to be good. So it would be okay to reach down a couple picks and take Tucker Kraft. So that's why combinations are important. Combinations are important as opposed to just the individual player. because you're trying to tell a story with the team that you're drafting. When you're going up against, like in this one, a 910 seat final, so 909 other people, you need to tell a story and you need to chase the ceiling. You have to. So that's why stacking can sometimes be more important than taking the best player available. But it just depends on the draft that you're having and who's falling. We were 2-3-2. I got 2 people in front of me that are in the stream, so I am not going to say who I'm taking here. We got Dakota coming up. Dakota, who you got? Takes Caleb. Oh, wow. Wow. The Luther Burden team did not take Caleb. That's good. Rafa Dots goes RJ Harvey. Don't do it. I got past my 2 homies in the stream. Okay, we got Marvin Harrison Jr. I love it. Absolutely love it. And then I really do want to take Jalen Hurts here. The quarterbacks are going off the board fast. If I don't take a quarterback here, we got Trevor Lawrence and Jackson Dart double tapped. I know Chuba Hubbard fell, but I don't need another running back. I feel confident with the running backs I have. And then I have a Dallas Goedert or an Eli Stowers or a Dontavian Wicks stack calling my name later in this draft. Okay. Let's see. So why do some tournament winning builds intentionally sacrifice floor for uniqueness? So what that means is, let's look at Breeze the Truth over here at 12. So in this tournament, you're going to have 4 of 12 advanced, 2 of 10, 1 of 8, and a 910 seat final. If you just keep clicking top of ADP, there's going to be a lot of other people that have the same exact team as you. So it's okay to reach for players who Drake London normally goes in the middle of round 2. Cam Scatabo normally goes in the middle to late round 4. So it's okay to reach for players here to get a unique combo that most other people wouldn't have. There will still be some people that have this combination. Just like the team at 11 here, taking Jinty and Henry, they're reaching. Because you're going to have double the opportunities to make the playoffs, but a much harder time to actually get first place in this tournament. And if you're trying to turn $3 into $50,000, you're going to need to take some unique builds here. Okay. What are we looking at right here? So Rafa goes Dak Prescott, pairs him up with Pickens. That's a good pick. Dakota goes Mekhi Lemon. He already has the Williams Odunze Loveland stack, so gets his rookie receiver. Amped Phil over here has Lamb. Got sniped by my boy Rafa Dots. T. Higgins, Wilson, Burrow paired up with Higgins, and Jordan Addison. It's a good draft here. It's a very good draft. This says, is taking an early quarterback limiting your ceiling? No. If we go back and look at Josh Allen goes in the 3rd round of these drafts. Rankings. Josh Allen goes in the 3rd round of these drafts. But look at what Josh Allen does. 38, 28, 42, 37. This is the ceiling that Josh Allen can give you. His floor is 6 points, but like, is it really? His floor is about 15 fantasy points. Let's look at Lamar. Lamar was hurt last year. I mean, even playing through an injury, this is what he does. Let's go to the year before. 33, 34, 32, 36, 29. If you want to win any of these tournaments, and this is what they're doing, and you can't get a quarterback later in the drafts that can do this type of production in the playoffs, you're not winning. Chances are that one of these later picks are going to do something like that. they have the ability to do something similar to that at least 1 week out of the year. I'm on the clock. Guys, stop talking. I'm on the clock. Okay. I can go Jaden Reed. I have 1, 2. I'm going to go... Bowers. I knew you wanted tight end there. I could sense it. Go Pitts, and if you touch Goff, don't you dare touch Goff. And then I'll get back to my point that I already forgot. Goes Kyle Pitts. I knew it. And then you're going to go one of these receivers here. Then you're going to go one of these receivers here. You're going to go Bowers. That was a curveball. All right, we're done at quarterback now. We are absolutely done at quarterback now. I don't care what this says. I'm not taking 3 quarterbacks. We have Goff and Hurts. We have Gibbs, Jacobs, Nico Collins, Evans, Jameson Williams, Marvin Harrison, Sam Laporta. We are completely in on this team. Who the heck do the Lions play in Week 17? Who do they play? The Bears. Oh, that's going to be... If it's not windy in Chicago, and if it's not snowing, oh, this is going to be the game. Who else is still there for us from the Bears? Nobody. All right. I don't want to stack anyways. I did not want to stack anyways. All right. Thank you all for being here. I know we got some people joining in a little late. We did talk about earlier what the strategy was and historically how to win Best Ball Mania and at least advance to the playoffs. So let's talk about that. I know we got some people that are just joining in here, so I want to make sure that I'm sure you guys clicked the video because of the thumbnail and the title, so I want to get back and talk about that. So here's my teams right here, okay? Let's look at the historical advance rate based on my teams. These are all my highest advancing teams. 2583, 2583. This one was 3573, 3573, 3573. So the pattern here is 3 tight ends in all of these. 3 tight ends all the way down here. Very far down here, you're going to find a 2 tight end build. So historically, taking a Brock Bowers, taking a Trey McBride in the 3rd round or 2nd round, you're not advancing a lot of teams. You don't have a high advancement rate. So I'm not going to be taking them unless they fall to me. And if they fall to me in the 3rd round, I will be clicking them. But Bowers most likely is never going to fall in the 3rd round. But McBride has fallen a couple times over these last 2 drafts that we've done. I'm gonna go back over this. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out anything that we're doing over here. On Wednesdays, we're gonna have a wheel pick our team. It's gonna be really fun. So this Wednesday, we're gonna have a wheel pick our team in a stream. This Saturday, we are going to be doing a little drinking action. Nothing crazy, but let's see how those drafts go on Saturday. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. What subscribing does too is it helps us reach our goal of 1,000 before the season starts. I know it's ambitious. We just started streaming, like 20 something days ago. But if we get to 1,000 subs before September 1st or before the big dog fills, we'll be doing a big dog draft at 1,000 subs. Now, the only way I'm able to do that, I would never advise anybody to do that, but it would be a little goal that we have. As well as I have been fortunate enough to win a Battle Royale before. So I have a lot of money saved up to be able to afford to do that. But let's get back to the drafts. But yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything we're doing here. And for all you guys that have done that already and showing in and day out, being in these streams, getting in these drafts with us, it's been fun. And I appreciate you guys. All right, we're 4 picks away. Let's go back. All right. 4 picks away. We're 2-2-4-1. I've taken Ja'Cory Krosky already in this draft. We got Chris Rodriguez off the board. We got Jonathan Brooks off the board. We got Romeo Dobbs. So I wanted to take Romeo Dobbs here as another receiver. But what I'll do instead is I'll go Kenneth Gainwell. And then I'll go Kelsey is my highest ranked tight end here. If CeeDee Lamb or if George Pickens misses time, Jake Ferguson is just a smash, though. All right, you made that a lot easier for me, Bowers. I appreciate you. You made that decision a lot easier for me. So I will be going Jake Ferguson here. Thank you, Bowers. I sniped you on Sam Laporta. Oh my God. I thought you were going to take Jake Ferguson there. And we'll go Ferguson. So let's look at Ferguson. Let's go back to rankings. Let's go. Wait, I can do this. Ferguson. And if I do this, splits. Compare with, without CeeDee Lamb. Okay, I did it. Wait. What? I had to apply. Okay, wait. CeeDee Lamb, compare with, without, apply splits. Everybody relax. I can do this. I can do this. Team outcome. No, just this. Okay. There we go. All right. That was easy enough. With CeeDee Lamb, 14 games. This is Jake Ferguson. Without CeeDee Lamb, this is Jake Ferguson. He is super inefficient. Yards a route run is awful. This guy is not a good player by any stretch of the imagination. That's coming from an Eagles fan, so you know it's valid. But this guy is just awful. But the Dallas Cowboys are going to have to throw the ball. Their defense is awful. They got Caleb Downs. They think he's going to save their entire team. I have Cowboys fans as family members. They think that they just got Brian Dawkins on steroids, okay? He's not going to save their defense. He won't do it. So they're going to have to throw the ball a lot. If, for whatever reason, Lamb or Pickens misses time, this is what he can do in a 3-game sample size. And in this tournament with upside, a 910-seat final, you need upside. All right, I need this to update. There we go, it updated. This still says 3 quarterbacks? I don't know. Oh, Dallas Goedert, please follow me. I didn't just say that out loud. That's 10 spots. Is Dallas Goedert going to fall 10 spots to me? All right, let's look at this team. What do we got going on here? Okay. So Rafa Dots over here has Puka, Pickens, Brown, Waddle, Irving, RJ Harvey, Myers, Jonathan Brooks, JCM. He's got George Kittle. If George Kittle's healthy, that's a smash. But I don't think he's coming back until midway through, like November, beginning of December. So you're probably going to need to take 2 more tight ends here. Dakota has JSN, Roma Dunze, Makai Lemon, Ricky Pearsall. He's got Kenneth Walker, Kyron, Chris Rodriguez, Caleb, Brock Purdy, Willis, Malik Willis. And for tight ends, got Colston Loveland. Now let's go look at first down fantasy. Amped Phil. Lamb, Higgins, Wilson, Addison, Worthy, Pittman. Brown, Chase Brown, Jadarian Price, Rico Dowdle, Tyrone Tracy. And for tight end, Isaiah Likely. For me, I haven't taken a receiver, oh my gosh, in a lot of rounds. Okay, I got to get back on the receiver train. Am I coming up here? I am. I'm on the clock here. I'm taking Juwan Jennings, the third receiver on the Minnesota Vikings, who should be a much improved team after the benching of J.J. McCarthy. And then I'm not going to take Omar Cooper again. I've already taken him in the last draft we did. I could go Jalen McMillan, pair him up. But I'm going to go Rashid Shaheed. I have him ranked higher. He can get a massive spike week. Let's go look at Shaheed here. Rankings. Shaheed. So Shaheed can get a 21-point week. Ken McMillan. McMillan's highest game last year was 18. The year before that, he got a 21 and 23. They have Emeka Egbuka. They have Chris Godwin. They have Ted Hurst. Emeka Egbuka or Jalen McMillan might have a hard time finding the field. So I'll go Rashid Shaheed there, who's going to be the number 2 receiver on that team. Okay. Or I forget. Who took Dallas Goedert? Oh, there he is. Sosky took Dallas Goedert. That's fine. He almost made it back to us. He fell kind of far. I can still go Eli Stowers if I wanted to. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay. Let's see here. We're 10 picks away. All right. Sorry, guys. Antonio Williams off the clock. Chico Okonkwo, Jonah Coleman, TJ Hawkinson. McMillan goes to first down fantasy. Denzel Boston goes. Who do I want to take here? This is probably going to tell me 3-5-7-3 still. Wow, this is telling me 4 running backs. It really wants me to go 3 quarterbacks here. But we got Jalen Hurts. What round? In the 7th round. Maybe that's why. Is he stacked with anybody? I still don't have him stacked with anybody. I have to go Eli Stowers here. So I'm saving, or I can go Dontavian Wicks. I prefer to go Stowers though. I'm not going to go tight end here. I really shouldn't be going another quarterback. I'm going to go 2-5-8-3. I'm not going to listen to this. I know who I want on this pick. And then I know who I want on the next pick. Hopefully I don't get sniped. Rafa just sniped me. Never mind. I don't know who I want anymore. Okay, I'm going to go Tyler Algier. I'll go Algier. Pair him up with Marvin Harrison. And if, for whatever reason, Jeremiah Love does not pan out, maybe misses time, I think Tyler Algier could be a smash. And then I do not want to go Tesla. I've taken 0% Tesla. I already have Jameson Williams. I mean, maybe Amon-Ra misses time. He's on a better offense than either of these 2 receivers. I haven't taken him ever in any draft. Oops. Oh, have I taken him once? I haven't. I got an S tier. All right, I took him one time. I got an S tier. Maybe we could replicate that. Look at this. Okay. Let's look at him. Tesla. Like, His ceiling is 15 points. Are we so for reals? He's going so high in these drafts. And I don't know why. But I paired him up with Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta. I am all Lions. I would not do that in a best ball or in like a puppy. But in a Pomeranian where it's a 910 seat final, what if the Lions just go absolutely nuclear? And all these guys pop off, which would be very difficult to do. But what if it happens? Jared Goff would have like 50 points. So I guess you can get away with it in this draft, but I would not recommend in another draft. All right. Who's going off? Would I rather have the best stack in a tournament or the best overall structure? I would rather have the best stack. So structure wins the majority of times, and you'll advance a lot more teams with structure. But if you get a player that falls to you like a round, and you get a unique combo on a unique team that not many people are going to have, where they normally go in like the third or fourth round, but now you get them in the fifth round, that could help you win a tournament. Same thing with drafting early. Drafting early, you're going to get such unique combos like we talked about with Tua Tagovailoa. If he is named the starter and he's going in rounds 17, 18 right now, if he's named the starter, he'll go in rounds 12, 13, 14, and you'll get some unique combos earlier that you wouldn't be able to get later on. Okay, this still says 3 quarterbacks. I would rather take another running back here, another receiver, and another tight end. Where does Stowers go? Did he go already? To Sosky? Sosky, I just want to talk, brother. I just want to talk. Okay? Well, looks like I'm getting Dontavian Wicks. Looks like I'm getting Dontavian Wicks. Sosky, if you're ever in the chat, 1, I would appreciate it. But 2, I just want to talk. I know why you hate me. I just want to know what I did to you. Okay. This is awful. Okay, give me Terrence Ferguson. I'm done at tight end now. Give me Mike Washington. Week 17 with the Arizona Cardinals. I have Tyler Algier. What if Jeremiah Love and Genty both miss week 17? What happens then? What happens then? All right, everybody, we're coming down to the end of the stream here. I appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out. We got a lot of repeat people here. We got a couple new people here. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, thank you. We got 15 likes. Typically, that means we do a third draft. Today, we already did the third draft, but I appreciate the likes nonetheless. It shows you guys are enjoying what you're seeing here and that you want to see more of it. So I'm going to show this one more time before we log off. I've shown it a bunch of times today, but for those of you that are just joining, Wednesdays, Wheel Wednesdays, we're going to be having a wheel draft my fantasy team, and it's going to be pretty crazy. I have no control over the positions I take, Saturdays, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be seeing how that goes. Maybe I'm donating $3. Maybe I'm donating $5. But we'll see how it goes and see if you guys like it. So hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss those streams, what we're doing over here. And then on Sunday, starting this Sunday, we are going to be having a YouTube video come out. The first YouTube video for fantasy football. I did stream and do videos in the past for a game that is no longer a game anymore. But for fantasy football, this will be the first YouTube video that comes out. So let's go over this team one more time. We got Collins, Evans, Williams, Harrison, Jennings, Shaheed, Tesla. We got Gibbs, Jacobs, Gainwell, Algier, Washington. For tight ends, we got Laporta, Ferguson. We got the double Ferg stat. Rafa's asking tight end or receiver. Let me look at your team. Rafa Dots. Okay, you're 3-5-7-3. You took George Kittle, Hunter Henry. I for sure would take another tight end here. Your receivers are fine. I would for sure take another tight end here. George Kittle might miss time, so you're relying on just Hunter Henry through the first, I would say, 7 or 8 weeks. I would take another tight end here. This is my rankings if you're looking. Parkinson, Dulich, Ingram, Johnson, Sanders. Who are your quarterbacks? Dak, Bryce, Tua. You could probably take Jatavian Sanders if you wanted to. Get the stack with Bryce. But yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Appreciate all you guys being here. And then once I make my last pick here, I will be looking at how our team did, how it graded out, and then we'll be signing off. So thank you guys. All right, we got Dakota taking Dulich. We got Rafa Dots. Who's Rafa Dots going to take here? Takes Jatavian Sanders. We got T-Mac here. And then I'm going to be taking... I know I probably need a rookie, but I don't have a stack with Jalen Hurts, so I'll be taking Dontavian Wicks. And then let's go to the completed section. It's not done yet, but it should be done in a second. Should be done in a second. Here we go. What was I? 2583? Yeah. 2583. Today's the 25th. Save it up. Sync it. And then we'll see how this team graded out. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for joining the drafts and showing your support. Let's refresh this now. Best ball. Okay. The last team we did got a C-. It's probably because we only took 2 quarterbacks. But who got the S tier? T-Mac got the S tier. Rafa Dots got a B. Dakota got an A. Lil Redemption and Amped Phil got an A+. So all you guys graded out better than Mr. Omi Josh. So good luck to you all. Good luck, good luck. Hopefully all 4 of us move on. But if all 4 of us can't move on, hopefully one of us wins it. So I appreciate you all being here. Don't forget the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything that's going on. If we get to 200 or if we get to 1,000 subs, we're doing a $500 big dog draft. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, everybody, and take care. Thank you.